Hello. I'm right back. I had to restart the stream and I needed to invite someone. So let's see how this goes. Hello, welcome back. Okay, I need to get another worm though. And I need to put it on a hook. Like I said, I don't have that many hooks and I don't know the setup for the worm. Last time I had it, I had the minnows, but so that's the head. I need to put a hook on it. I think I was going to use the J hook. Hi. 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 I just sent you an invite. So maybe you can help talk me through some of this stuff. Like this bowl wasn't set up. I'm listening to music. Okay. I'm listening to music too. I think I should use these, but I just need to figure out where that everything's in my other toolbox. I mean, not my fishing box. I'm just going to use one of these. I think I'm going to use this black one. And I'm going to put the worm on it. I am fishing for anything right now. But I'm going to put this on it. Anything that's going to take the worms. So I have worms here. Where are you at, worms? There they are. One worm's really mad at me because I took him off the hook and threw him back down in here. Oh, look, there's a baby worm. How funny. Okay. Let's see. Whoa. These are little bitty worms. Hey, buddy. That's the head. Yeah, obviously he's too scared. This one's pretty much dead again. It's the one I poked earlier. He's not moving. I threw him in the water. Let's see. Where you at, guys? Wake up, wake up. You are the feistiest one. You're the one fighting for your life. Let's go. This one doesn't look alive either, does it? Oh, I guess it does. Ooh, it knows it's going to get it. Where are you at? Where's the head? Where's the tail? Let's see. I think that's the head. Yeah. I don't know. If you're a fish, would you want to eat that? Wild, right? Okay. I probably should have got mealworms. I'm going to see what it takes. Yes, you're going on the hook. Worm, sorry. Let's see. Ew. What did I make? Hopefully a fish's delight. We'll see. Well, this shack is stinky bait. Okay. So, I hope I catch a huge fish too. Hi, Batman. Thanks for joining. 4F, hi. Darren Doe, nice. Thank you. I was trying. Do you think it'll get something? How many do y'all think it'll maybe catch something? We'll try. Wow, those who tuned in, I appreciate you. Let's try this. Let's try this thing. Okay. Now I've been fishing by myself, so like don't like really criticize me for the way that I cast, because cast like it's a baseball bat at times, but okay. I try to watch the way other people cast and see if I can kind of incorporate that, but sometimes it's kind of hard. So, let's see. Hello. Very funny. So I don't know if Jack of all trades got the invite, but I did invite him. So I have these kids behind me. They came up. They were in the other area. Yeah. So I don't know what angles you have, but I really think I need to add something more to this, like maybe another one to make it a little bit more thicker. I really think I need to add one more worm to this, so it'll be like closer up to the top of it. I was looking at digging up worms. There's this one person I watched, and he just kept putting them on the eye, but he kind of put the eye like with the whole body. I think I can only just do it like this. And look, the ladybug's back. Look, she's on my hooks again. It's wild. Join. Wait, what does it say? Oh, add. Oh, I think it's gone now. It keeps coming around. Jack of all trades is joining me. Hello, sir. Aw, how nice.
You get to see me
Hello.
early. They get to see
Hello.
me. I'm just going off and talking. But yeah, there's stuff going on right now.
Okay, well, this is what it looks like so far. I'm going to add one more worm, I
Yeah, look
think.
at how horrible.
One more? It's enough worms or
I
more?
don't know. You just fish. I don't know. We just fish. I just be fishing, and I don't know. The rest of the stuff is weird. Oh, yeah. You
What's
hear, you
this
hear it?
here? Weird
Acting up.
fishing.
Just
I think
people
one more
acting up. I
worm.
don't know.
Your phone's acting up?
I'm not a worm. I know my ex used to tell me that she thought I was a worm, and I said, well, I know that there's other worms that are real, and they think that you're stupid, and that also makes them a wreck. So don't.
Wait, what?
It's like, yeah, that happened to me before, and then I was like, that person actually like literally was like that about me, and I was like, ooh, I'm just a person. You just taking it in some other kind of way. Aren't we just human beings here? Oh, maybe I'm from the star planet. I call this a. I was a little elaborate. I said, man, just tell me this little time. Leave me alone. I like fish and do whatever. Dude, it's just like sometimes people force on you things you should force. They force you. They
What's
force
being
you in a
forced?
certain way. I don't
Nothing's
have.
being forced on me. I'm trying to get another worm on this hook. I want to
Yeah,
catch a
you'll be
fish
good.
today. I think one more worm. You're not a
Like
worm.
there,
I'm not a
there's
worm.
giffle.
These are worms.
Oh no, there's giffle. There's a people give giveaway like this other person like a giveaway. And he's like, no, put that aside because it's not what we're seeing. I'm like, yeah, weird. People are weird.
Oh, my channel?
You
I'm
hear this
not stressing that.
noise? You hear this noise? This woodpecker allegedly. Have you heard it? I'm
No, I
not
can't
sure.
hear it. I hear the water.
Yep.
I
You're
don't
not gonna
understand
hear it.
all of what you're saying, Run.
Well, I'm walking and there's a woodpecker sound.
Well, I understand what you're saying about the woodpecker, but not people. I'm trying
But
to
it's
fish. Help me fish.
catch it.
Look, there's another. There it is again. Look, there it
Catch it. Yeah.
is.
They be worried.
Look. It's everywhere.
They be
Check
worried. They
it
be
out.
worried. They be worried.
Just loves me. Okay.
Yep.
So one more worm.
Jealous.
We'll put this worm on there. Thank you. I appreciate you joining. How's your day been?
Yeah, dude.
Look, I did that.
It's still a thing that people get weird because they be like, "You're gonna." I was like, "Well, do that to you. Let's do it." But I appreciate people. So fishing is always it's always been a good thing to me. Like I talk to people at the fish hole and sometimes and just kind of and then you meet you get the randos. But I always had like more fun times sometimes when I did certain things than others. And I was like, you're weird. And I'm like, nah, the party thing, and then you get out of that and you don't want to do it anymore. And you're like, problems happen. But I was just on there live hanging out, telling. That's kind of like stuff I've dealt with. And I was like, you know what? And like, I just go over here and fish this thing. And he was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm going to fish this area. And you go fish and you have fun and you pay attention to the other weirdness that goes around.
Well, I'm
And you're
at a
like,
new place, which is pretty
oh, no, that's
cool.
good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I went to that bait shop I was telling you about. I'd never been to, and it
Yeah.
was owned by this husband and wife, and it was really cool. And when I went in there, I was like, "Well, I told her I've never fished this area." And after like talking to her for like 5 minutes, we were talking about bait, live bait, that kind of stuff, and what would be going on. Her husband and her son walked out, and it was just really
Oof.
cool.
So,
Um, yeah, look at that. That's crazy. Think it'll catch something? I think it'll catch something.
there's like, if you, I have this book and I showed somebody and I said, yeah, there you go. Yeah, it tells you, it gives you like 5 different ways to rig worms, like 6, 7 different ways to rig worms. And each way, a trout draws a different fish. And I said, this is like the oldest tactic in the book. And I said, but sometimes certain fish want they love it when it looks like that because it just yeah. But it's just the thing is that it costs a lot of work. Now the price, but then if you can get the other kind, like there's things to it, you know. What I mean? And I was like, oh no, if you can go do this, and then you can just do that all day, and the fish will bite it. And cats will suck up a ball of worms like that sometimes, especially catfish. They'll suck up. It just sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, sometimes they don't want it. Sometimes it's too much. Sometimes you want less. Sometimes it's less. Like they just want like 3 or 4 on there or 5. At least here it's kind of one is good enough. Sometimes more. It's just and then when you fish for the bigger cats, it's different. It's a different thing. So it's kind of
I'm not
and I
sure
just
for
kind of like
catfish. I'm just
left them
throwing it out
alone.
there. I'm
But I think it
trying to
works
see.
everywhere I fish. But it was always like, I was like, well, this is gonna work today, and you don't know. And then some people feel like it's what they want. And some of the weird thing, catfish want the weird. It's not weird. It's just that's what they've been caught on in previous years and for a long time. Like a piece of chicken, and it works. It's just chicken
I
liver,
definitely want to
different
try
things.
it.
Just depends on where it is. I've tried chicken liver here, and it worked a little bit, but I felt more confident when I just like fished a certain way in a certain area, and then they're like out of the normal catfish thing, and then I was like doing better because I think people just weren't targeting them the same. Only a handful of people, and they were like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm got like 8 of those." And then other times I don't catch them when I'm not trying to chase them. So it's like I'm not even trying to chase that. It's just there. So you're having fun, fishing. You know it can happen, but you don't know. And you're like, oh, happened at this spot, or And some spots are everybody fishes, some spots not everybody fishes, some spots are it's just you respect it a certain way because other people get all upset and that's about it. Yeah. There's a spot here that has like a wave like that. It's good, man. It's good. It's good game for cats. Too. I was like, oh, it's pretty good for cats, like right here. But the weather is not optimal for them, but they're there, but it's not they're just cruising around. Yeah. I haven't gone out there yet. Like
Yeah,
four places. I'm like, oh,
this
it'll be
guy
fun.
next to me, he keeps going out into the water. He was the first one here. I could
Oh,
have drove
don't
my
worry about
vehicle here, but I
don't worry about
didn't.
people. The best fun, best experience one of the best, coolest, funnest experience I had was somebody went into the water and I caught a smallmouth bass right there. And then and I had it was funny because I was like I'm gonna catch one anyway because y'all are always wading in this water over here. I said these fish are in there, and one of the kids was like something bit me, and they were like making a joke about it, and then I caught a fish, and I just started laughing, and they were like, "There's fish right there," and I'm like, "Of course, they're in the water," and I just thought it was funny, and they yeah they laughed about it too. And they're like, "Give me one." Then the family was like, "Give me one of them fish." What's going on here? And I'm like, "Yeah, just fishing." So you never know when you're fishing or what's happening. You have to look around, so but you'll see stuff. You'll laugh. You know what's going on, and like don't mind helping people. Just a little. With the rest,
I'm pretty proud of this hook,
pleasant though.
honestly. It's the first time I've ever done anything like exactly like that. The last time it was just like the worm going up the entire hook. But
Yep.
yeah, but they were
Just
bigger worms. These are like really tiny worms, so I realized I couldn't do it with these. Like I probably could, but yeah, it wouldn't come out that
whatever you
really.
feel at the moment. Sometimes whatever you feel, something says you put it on the hook that way or whatever it is, and then you're like something just feels like this is that day for
Duck,
that, and that's it.
duck,
And
mallard.
then you're like, oh wow, they're like biting. Doesn't matter what species it is. It's just a fun feeling, regardless. And then when you get a big one, you really go, yeah, whoa, what's this happened here? Some of the largest bass I've ever were all on worms. So they're all
I
on
think they're
worms.
gonna probably be hitting in like an hour. I think I'm gonna go and like they had the I have to go
Catch
find a
here is like
restroom, honestly. I have to
it's where
simple.
the ground is like
But
got
yeah.
rain,
No,
so
well,
like
I've
it's
actually been
moldy
out here
kind of.
for like when I messaged you and I said I was out here, I had been out here and um just waiting for the water to calm down a
You
little
know,
bit more. And then I was trying to listen to what they were talking about with the bass tournament that they had out here, which I didn't even
the
know until I got out here. I was like, that's pretty cool.
bass tournaments are fun.
Jimmy, hi
I've
Jimmy.
caught a lot of fish. I've
Jay
caught a lot of
fishing and
fish
outdoors. Hi.
that are from bass tournaments, and I make it very known that I've done that. I was like, I went
But
back into a spot because I knew that those bass tournament fish were there, and then showed that they. I tried to show somebody that you can like recatch those fish, and that fish still survive. And I went and I caught a few, and I put them back, and people were like, "That's not what they are," and I said, "That's what they are." They were from the bass tournament, and they just hung around certain areas because that's where they were dumped in. But they were gone after that, and then some returned, some did not. So I was like, no, they have a home. All fish have a homing instinct. Yeah, and I just was like, oh, that was kind of crazy. And but those bass were just tearing up anything in that area until they got out of it. But they couldn't do too much damage because they still wanted to go home back to where they were. So some of those fish, this is weird. This is like weird science stuff, or just observation. How about this? Is observation. So they would climb. They would follow the shoreline. So they would just play around with the shoreline, and so I would see like randomly a 6 pound smallmouth or a largemouth or something just randomly. I'm like, what the? Where'd that come from? And I was like, oh, he's just
Well, I
cruising. And then sometimes if something got in front of them, they would attack it, and sometimes not. They wouldn't. They would be like, no. They're like, no, bro, you got to come back another day. And then they'd just hang around, but I wouldn't keep them to eat. I just throw them back. If I was able to get one, I was like, oh, I'll just throw them back. And sometimes they stick around for years, and sometimes they don't. So I watched that. So there's a cool thing that happens with that type of humans doing stuff as well as you know. And I just knew that I was like, I'm gonna throw him back because that's a big mama bass, or like I'm throwing it back. And in a few areas, people don't fish for them like that. So I treat bass like that because I'm like, it tastes good though. But some of the smallmouth don't. I mean, I never like the taste of them that much. I'm rando
I wouldn't
if
keep
I'm
any of
moving.
these if I caught anything. Just like I haven't been keeping anything. I bought the shad.
I
It
mean,
was pretty cool that I found a place that I could find the
for
like
me,
bait and stuff.
it's different. So I keep some things because I can't get that out of when I go to the grocery store, regardless. I can't get certain things out of that fish. I can get a little bit of it, but I can't. It's different when I catch it. It's kind of fun, like fishing in the other ways. There's so many different ways to fish. Like, and everybody has their own way and how they feel inside their soul. So it's like you can't really, you know, it's just,
No, you can't. And the colors for like different things. I was talking to that family of fishermen this morning. Well, this
yep,
afternoon. It was,
yep.
he actually advised me where to go, and he says, we might be catching a little later, so probably gonna have to go up to the
There's other
store,
folks
come
that
back.
I've been around too, and I'm like, but
It's
I
that's
also
totally involved.
I also understand like where that thing, what's going on, see what they're about, and so then I know like see what that is. You shouldn't be, This is you can't control, but they're gonna view you how they want to view you. And for me, and for some of the people I know, it's been like a fight. Like you're fighting against something that you don't even. You're fighting against these people who just wanna be that way. Then you say maybe it's okay, and maybe it's not. And then you're like no, but showing what you do is good, and you should enjoy. Is a little bit okay. That's okay.
Thank
You're
you,
showing yourself.
Jimmy.
That's why it's
I
okay.
need to find a
But
restroom.
people want you to make you.
Where's the table?
Yeah.
I'm
So
sitting in here drinking my water and doing all of this. I got to come back too, and I hiked it out here.
it's always a weird thing. Doesn't matter. In my case, it doesn't matter what I do. Somebody seems to always have a thing. So I've just got to do to a point where, yeah, someone just hated something.
No,
But I'm just
I'm
talking to
gonna
you
stay on
randomly.
live for a little
See,
while.
people just
I just
hated
have to
something.
pack up and I have to go find a restroom because there's not one out here. That's what sucks. Like, do you drink
Yeah,
all your
but I
water
think
by
everybody.
yourself? It's different if you were a man. I'm wondering how these women over here are like. Are they going into the lake
And
at
Jay
night?
Fish, I saw you in there. Hey man,
Because
Jay
there's
Fish
like
was in there.
there's nothing. Like no places to
Hey
go.
man, you know,
See, it's all it's all sand. So there's like really no places to go. That's unfortunate. One
Something to
advantage.
do.
True. True, Jimmy. Now I have to come back.
There is places to go. There's always some place to go, which is there too many? Is there a certain type of individuals that don't want you? Like they just want to be weird around you when you go there, and then you realize like the one some of them don't, and there's a side that it's just kind of you start realizing. And you're like, okay, behaviors. And
But
then I said, oh, I don't want to be
I
bad
can't hear some
behaviors.
of the things you're saying.
Behaviors. There's behaviors. So
Oh,
like
behaviors.
people like
No, I've been sitting out here since I told you I got here, or like whatever, and then I found
yeah, so
this
I'm saying it's
spot,
good.
and I waited for
You just
these guys.
fishing. I'm fishing.
I'm good. So what you
You got
say?
them worms. I saw the worms. You were like, I got my whole yeah, my
Well,
whole
I
tumble of
mean, I
tub of
have the
worms. I was like, oh look at
worm.
this.
It
I
says
got worms
30,
too. I was like, I haven't fished them.
so that's like 5, 6 maybe. So I have like 24
Yeah,
left if there's 30 of them in there.
yeah.
I could do a
That's
few
what I'm
more.
saying.
Oh, but this is the one I bought. He recommended this one. I don't know what it is, but he
I
did
use a
recommend
smaller
this.
one. Use the smaller one, but the bigger, the like different size in between is really that's like you can do um like red fishing and the different stuff with those. Not just I caught trout with them. I catch trout with them. Sometimes I catch bass. I caught a perch with one. But sometimes I'm just messing around with those lures because sometimes they're looking for they're looking for bait fish, so they're looking for the flickering. And when they see the flickering, it's like looking at the school up. So sometimes when you throw a spoon through there, even though they're not like striking, they might like react and then go after it. So you have to kind of. It works the same way in the ocean too, but it's a little different depending where you are. So this depends. Like maybe you need a different color, or you just have to like. I don't know how to explain it. It's like that's the best way to explain it. Like so, you have to let's kind of dabble until you lock in and be like, oh, around here, this is what they do at this time, kind of. And then you'll know if the water's bad too, a little bit. You'll know if the fish aren't really doing too well for that year. And then you do it enough for like 4 years, and you'll like 6, 7 years, you'll probably realize. So I started fishing when I was like 10. So it's like, oh yeah, it's all this stuff. Tried to fix stuff back then, but it doesn't always work that way. But fishing, you just go fish. So that's what I say. I'm not an expert. I just know things, just weird random things that just I just was dealing with random stuff. And fish are cool. It's fun to cool catch them like, and they have like the cool colors on them. And you just let it go. So some people I saw some YouTubes, they were like going off on people, and they're like, yeah, you. I said sometimes it's just fun to just catch like to see it because you see it and you see like wow the coloring is like not and it's different and then you go wow okay. I think that's a beautiful thing and some people just going but just imagine me boom jig whatever it is. I'm just a fisherman person at heart.
I can't hear you.
I'm just a fisherman at heart period also.
You're a fisherman at
There's
heart.
a yep always have been it just you know watched for a long time. That's the best way to say you're watching for a long time.
Yeah, don't tease me about my DeWalt like sunglasses. I've had these for like 3 years, four
The Walt's are
years. I love
good.
them.
The
DeWalt.
good drill. I use the drills. We use the drills, and I decided not to get one. I got the different kind to do work. So
Mm-hmm.
not a bad company. Certain things
No,
and
it's
just
not.
yeah, it's stuff.
They make good tools. Um, My favorite one is the blue one. I forget what they call it. Makita. Those are my favorite.
Yeah, Makitas are nice
Makita.
with if you can get it, if you can get them to a certain way. Or some
Well,
people
when
say
you
that,
live in, like, if you
yeah,
live close to a shipment center, you can get them. Um, like the best place to get Makita that I used to get them from was in San Antonio. So it had like a Makita
it's
dealership over there, or
just different
sub
stuff.
whatever.
I don't know, like it like depends on, but also a lot of that stuff is about the year. Is about
Hmm.
the year.
Yeah,
It's
the older stuff is
a lot
always
of stuff is
better, except for
no,
the
not always.
batteries.
It just depends on what it is, and then what's being put behind it. That's about it. And then, but if you can make it run, and you know how to do make it work, then you're okay. And then you can adjust whatever you want to do. But people, yeah, humans are the most shenanigans. So
I could just drive down here next time, as long as my spot's not taken. I'm gonna have to go up the road to go tickle that lady. Who's gonna get tired of seeing me. Oh my goodness. Bit of a walk.
you know, got a fish. I don't know. Like I just visioned, I was like, whatever. But I had there was a lot of stuff going on. I was like, man, this is a lot. That's what I felt like. I was like, this is a. I was like, man. Then I said, well, I'm doing this. Oh, it's not a lot. But I was like, that was a lot of activity. I was like, oh wow, I had a lot of activity. But I was okay. I was like, yeah, nothing new. Well, and then something happened. It wasn't great, but that's you know shenanigans. Shenanigans. But yeah, I would love to go fishing again, but I don't know where I'm gonna go fishing. I got like stuff on my mind that I wanted to do.
Oh, don't let me keep you. Thank you for joining me, helping me test this
You're like,
out.
don't let me keep you. No, I'm
Well, I
just I
mean,
don't know.
like
It
if
does
you're
well.
busy, I know you had said earlier you were busy with like family stuff. I completely get that. I was out late
Yeah.
last night. I
There's
didn't
just
get
always
home
some mess.
until 11.
There's always some mess. But when you know what you see, you know, and then things change. But that's not always some of what goes on in this world.
I'm actually thinking about just jumping over here and going tinkle, honestly. I don't care if the house sees me.
Oh boy, talking. Someone seeing this and they're like, "Gotta, they can ride this." Milwaukee. Hey, I got seeing parts over here from here and there. Human beings learn from other human beings, and that's just the end of that story. Like it's just, but at the same time, some are just, we get like a little too much, and then I've always been kind of like, and something like, why aren't you like this? Whew. Oh, walking. It's good though. You should walk, regardless of who is an ear and thinks it's funny or who they relate things to. Sometimes people's assumptions of what they think you do in your life is like really that's bad. It's bad. Like it makes bad for everything around you because someone assuming that and you don't assume it. But the outside force likes to do stuff. Whatever. And it's other people sometimes. Sometimes it ain't. Sometimes it's supposed to be like good things. And then there's a lot of stuff. I mean, that's me. I was like, oh, this is bad. I was like, why is that happening? I was like, and I see what it was said. Assumptions are made because you're not certain things. What that is about. So I talk to people. I understand them when they've been treated a certain time. And there's even worse. One person said, hey, what's you? That's horrible.
Back. Thanks for talking the
Thank you so
entire
much, Evan.
time.
Yep. I need to. I'm always gonna have something to review and say about the things I've experienced in my life. Actually, to be honest, to some level, so you can understand, and then understand that there's people who are good folk, but there's also some great stuff out there. There's some great stuff, and you don't. It's hard to deal with, and some people don't know. They don't even know it's happening, and then you deal with it. It's still you might still have. I still deal with different things.
This
So,
dude got my spot.
nah, yeah. I had to go to the one many times, and I knew they were it was purposely done or not this or that. And then someone tried to, oh, you and one, like that's just like weird people manipulation. So you just gotta kind of like look at it and like just discern it what you're seeing. Okay, is it really that bad? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe they just want to like study their stutter. They want to observe you as a person or something. There's people who really literally do that, and yeah, it's really crazy sometimes. It really is. And you're like, I'm just a vision, or I'm just doing whatever. You have to just pay attention to what they're trying to. They're weird. So there's people who do weird things too because they want to like sit in their darkness of what they're doing, and they like love to be weird. But you're not being weird. They want to try to like. They have their own scenario. Perfect. Like what this is. So as I'm walking around, this is all the person's perfect scenario. But they don't even understand what they do or what they're doing or thinking. But they should probably like chill out. They don't even understand you. This is what something comes. Like, well, there's people who just think too much evil. We were just chilling. So if there's weird things happening, it's there's a focus in a different place. Well, I think like here to him. I'm the only one who's walking around. I'm the only one on the chat. She talking. She talking. She wants to be seen. Beautiful. We're just out in the nature. Right? Nothing crazy going on here. Walking. Nothing going on here. But understanding of people weird out there, they're weird bullshit. So, and good people, right people. Yeah, I just felt like weirdness. He's still in the chat. Blah, 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 blah. We're trying to go like it's all. What's it? So come on, I enjoy walk movement because I know that we do not respect any of them. So, nope. Mm, 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 so, man, them the devil. People be devils, guys. Right? Oh, what is that? Is that real? Real? No way. Is it the same? Oh, there ain't that one. Everyone through like this is weird. Man. Yeah, people, it is weird. People this, we moved. They this. There ain't nothing to see here. We're just talking. I can't hear nothing because I can't hear anything. They're doing stuff. Somebody's doing something. I don't know. We all have different types of fears. I think. But there's another type of fear. Oh no, there's like weird things in that. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, Jim. People who find their own evils also find their uh, things. So you, what can? There's people who do that, and then they don't even know what they're even assumptioning the people. And I learned
Can you
that
hear
for
me?
long.
It's my Call of Duty hat.
Good. Yeah, I'm off the duty right now. What you talking about?
My no, it's my fishing hat,
No, I'm
but
off the
it's like
duty right now.
reference to Call of
You
Duty
heard
because
me.
my
You
Call of
heard me. No,
Duty,
no, no. Because I'm like, you know
you're off
why?
duty.
I'm off duty, dude. I'm trying to just hang chill. Yeah, I'm chilling. I'm chilling.
I'm gonna go get in my car and find a spot, and I'm gonna
Yeah,
bring it down closer to here.
yeah, sweet. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. The
What's
damage is
going on?
deal. Oh yeah.
I don't know who's in chat, but thanks for Jimmy for letting me know you're in chat.
I've been here, been here.
I know. Oh, you're the other person in chat. I only see 3 people, so
Well,
that
I'm
makes
here.
it
You
for
hear
3.
me?
I can hear
Lot
you.
of,
Can you hear me?
lot of shenanigans.
Shenanigans. What are those?
Yeah. Well, I guess that's a good thing in some ways that is bad in other places.
Is that a banana in my
A
backpack?
lot of things.
It is. I gotta eat it.
Hey, make sure to cut it all on your hand and then fish too.
I'm gonna eat it. I'm not gonna like feed it to the fish. Get all mushy. Look at
They,
those.
you want? I'm getting fresh and smuggled. Look,
I know you're. It's fine.
that's what it is. That's what it is. Nah, even. I look at people is. I don't even know. I don't know. People, oh, look at them.
Well, I need to hurry up and get down there so my worms don't die.
Cool. I'm gonna get on here. So,
Well, I'm still on here.
yeah, I'm gonna be on here. So,
Are you walking a
people,
lot? Or are you just walking?
of course, like everybody kind of came out, but like I was like out yesterday, and I like predicted that. So I like showed some weather formations and stuff, having fun, having fun. Like this was the normal shit I used to do all the time, and I just keep doing that stuff. But people don't want you to for whatever reason. But I saw certain things, I was like, oh, this would be cool. And then some people were like happy about it. Like, hey, so that's like something cool. Like they're clapping, stuff. Showed us some weather, right? Like
You had
this is a
some
weather
really pretty
formation.
views
Right now, there's
yesterday.
a weather formation right now. It means something. Well, the fishing too, it means something. But, there's people who like try to, like I said, there's people who do weird stuff and they don't understand how you see something. And then when they do, oh, you know, maybe you don't do it. You don't do it for clout, but then he's like, okay, fine, I'll do something for clout to see how you feel. And then that bothers you. Or then it goes another way. And you're like, what? So then you just this way all the time. It's just, some people, it just, that makes sense. And yeah, it gets, yeah, I get,
I just do me.
yeah, you just get to the point where you're like, well, it doesn't matter what. I'm like, I wanted this and that,
If I really
and
have
you
to
get
tinkle,
this
I'm
from,
sitting all down. I don't
yeah,
care. I don't think.
yeah. That's what someone said. Like, yeah, they're like, just then we can't really can't do much more than that at that point. And just then just do stuff, whatever you want. And then hey, it goes from there. Be it grow, be it does. And then you just enjoy. Mhm. There's some people wouldn't even hear it though. They don't. I don't know. Man. Like you're so trippy. You're like, yeah, I'm not a stripper, but they just want to. They need to hear because it's like a story for them. They need that story or something because they don't even because it's like what the heck. And then you're like, oh, there's so much more pieces. You're still like we're all still going through them as you've seen it happen. So seeing different weird things, good stuff, bad stuff. So it gets really wild. But
No
I
matter
always
what, you just keep
enjoy
moving
all that.
forward. No one can hold you back
Yeah,
except yourself.
you have to try. Like, I accept who myself is. I accept who others are too. But I also keep I try to be like, hey, there's a respect like thing, and then some don't understand what that didn't because they want a certain thing, and they don't. So then, so they're going. Some of the people fight the tooth to get that out of you. I need to see what's going on, and they're like, and then so they can do something else with it, and then you're like, no, I'm chilling. Cyber is good. That's huge, and they don't realize that like that's been happening to you for years, most of your life, and then you're like, okay, it's time to like show, and you're like, well, hey, well, there's this other part, and this was good for you, and yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of information in your mind. See others. You're like, all right, well, there's things. I'm just like, I want this. Like that's why I said I don't mind. For me, I like when I make my flies and stuff. I buy things from all different types of people. I don't care because if I like a certain color or something, I just buy it. Or if I can, if I can't, then I can't. I have to wait. Okay. Or if I buy, or see something I want, or something I can see something I have a use for. I'm like, no, this is good. We can make some. Ooh. But my mind has something put together similar to something, but not the same. While someone else has something else similar, but not the same, but the same. So it's not a competition at that point. Time flies or competition. You just Yeah, flies were, well, pretty much tied because somebody saw something and the fish doing something, so attacking something. Like, let's look similar, or they scoop their hand up in the river. They're like, what are these little things? And then they saw the fish going crazy, and they're like, I can't catch anything, and that's where it comes from. So it keeps developing and changing, always. Still, they know it's the thing. They know the old things still work, but they have a time when it's time for it to shine. So sometimes like this, sometimes fishing is fun. Like that's why it's fun because it's like, oh, it's time for it to shine. Yeah, it's time for this lure to be shown. And there's a lot of lures that like move around certain ways. I'm weird. I'm weird. And I think everybody just like to make lures or whatever they do and enjoy. People, humans, just happen to be walking and you're fishing and you're smiling. Yeah, it's kind of like what it is weird though when you see the alternate outside of it, like while you're getting the tag or whatever it is, and you're like, "Hey, you won't even let me do this," and I did that since I was 10, or whatever it is, and then you're like, "Okay, well, fine. Well, I got to learn something from you, but you wouldn't let me even tell you that." Certain people, it's just, and then you can, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't know it was like that," and it's like, "Yeah, it's been like that. I just don't really, because I have a lot of people like just take things and be weird and be evil about it." So I was like, "Oh, well, whatever you do, and watch others. You can support them a little bit. It's not the perfect, but people doing it. So I'm sorry, I'm on your live and I'm talking for you. Tish, I'm talking for you.
You're on my live and you're talking for me?
Well, I'm talking for myself, I guess, but I'm just on your
Okay.
live.
I know. I don't understand who you're
Yeah.
talking about sometimes. I don't know if you're like trying to give me, like, tell me stuff what they already dried up.
It's, you know, people just weird assumption. Everything always about these. About these people. I just say treat them, try to treat them like some respect. People, you know,
I'm driving my car down to the other spot down here to try to find us another spot.
I know.
So take that around.
But
I really want to use that shad. I think I have a rig that I can grab out that's a catfish rig, and I can hook it to
people,
this big one and then use the little one for like the worms. Maybe that's what I'll
heard about
do.
stuff.
I don't know, but we're gonna drive down there.
Uh,
I can't hear you at the time.
can you hear, Brown? Okay.
You said,
Can you hear me? Check it,
I
check it,
hear
check it.
you. Soul up, heart, light heart.
Hear me?
He should definitely do
Yeah,
some live
man.
streams. Hey, can you see chat walking man?
Yeah, I'm just walking. Are you walking?
I was. I'm about to be fishing again.
Yeah,
That's
Jay's not.
fishing
I'm
again.
not. I was getting excited to go to this one place, and I was like, I'm not gonna go there. I had my spirit man tell me make a different choice because there's things that you care about that person, and you don't want that, and that's not that. Yeah, there's this stuff. I was like, oh, my spirit man said this, and I've always kept that warm. So, spirit man said there's some stuff going on with that, and that's why I do this. certain things, human beings, fishing and stuff. And not even about you fishing, just you're just out. You're just like got different being. Or so some people want to put something or on you, so they're like you, and you're like what? And then when you start realizing what it is, then you go, oh, okay, that's bothersome for some. And it's not they don't know how to harness that, so that bothers them. And some of it's they like to make it that way. Yeah, so it's like sure, and there's no reason. I just tie stuff into it. But who didn't want me to do that? I'm like I should. Uh, and do some other stuff. I like showing the cook when I can. When I can. You use all this stuff. You got them cat and stuff. Cat features.
Mhm. I like eating a
Well,
catfish.
you be training them. You trained those catfish. So they call it that.
They're
You trained them.
spoiled.
Yeah,
They're
they
very
are.
spoiled.
Some of them people are super. Well, hey, people are spoiled too. But hey, I've seen enough shenanigans. I was like, oh wow.
I spoil myself. Why not?
Yeah,
I don't have anybody
I
else
saw
around to spoil.
something. I saw
So
some
I
really,
spoil
really.
myself.
I saw something really random though when I was doing some activities. It was really fun, but I was like, yeah, that's just weird. I was like, okay,
These are the boats
people
out
just
here right now. The bass
for
tournament.
me, I'm just watching. People
They
who like
closed it up.
you're lucky, like in another kind of way. Everybody has like their thing, has their like little. I call it like that's like a something going on. It's like a little thing, spirits moving and by their views and how they grew up. And I see like the other pieces of it, and I still see the other thing. And they're like, no, that's okay. I'm like, yeah, no, yeah, but this other part, not. I'm like, like, and that's what I've learned. Just so I just say it how it is, I guess, in some ways. But sometimes I was struggling with it, what I see, and right now there's like, oh, oh my goodness, you can hear the noise. Yeah,
There's a
there's
lot of
activity.
people out.
There's activity, and uh,
Somebody leaving.
can't go no
Goodness.
weekend without something. Can't go no weekend without some weirdness. Sometimes in certain areas, in some areas here, like it's not that bad, and then you guys are just rando, and it's just I understand. That's true. It's very good, especially me. It's just some people are there, and when you see it, yeah, okay. See, so I appreciate a lot of people who showed me a lot, and they just the world weird. I just always call it weird. It's just weird. Yeah, we have the bass tournament here too, and a couple of them off and on. And then there's another thing about it too. So, and then there's other ones, and there's things about them. So, but I
Look at
don't
these
like.
guys.
Sometimes
Oh,
you can get behind. You can go behind some big bass tournaments and catch some big fish because they're there. They're hanging there. But at the same time, uh, when you
in the
realize
water.
like 3 years later, some of them hang around or they don't. It's like interesting to see. That was my own little study, my own self, and it's been done before. But I've done my own study on it too. Like, but I just didn't get to be able to document it. So I was like, I can't document this when it comes
There
to the
was
bass fishing thing. But
There was a bass tournament, Jimmy, when after I left, I went to a bait shop near this lake, and because I don't know the lake, and so I went to go buy bait, and I went to go talk to them about the fish in the area and where, which side of the lake and
Mm,
where I should go.
yep.
So they recommended me for out here, and they set me up with the bait and stuff. Um,
Just depends. It just
and
depends what
so
they're trying.
when I
They
pulled
want
up
to
in
tell you.
here, there was a bass tournament going on,
Yep.
and they were all coming into weigh, and the highest I heard was like 17.9 pounds or something like that. And I just kept walking, but I
Right.
don't know what it was. Like, I don't know who won it and how big the bass was. But I see cars over here, so I feel pretty safe driving my little car
Oh yeah,
on this
they're like
thing.
watching me right now. They do like looking specifically for me.
What are you talking about? I don't even know who's
Yeah,
in
because they
chat.
thought they
So
were like watching me talking. No, no, it's out of pocket, but like, don't worry about
I'm not worried
it.
about
They
it.
don't. Let's just say like this:
Like,
people don't
hello.
like. They don't walk around here. You don't walk around here. What you trying to do? What you do? But you've been doing it regularly, random. It's kind of one of those things where you realize like, oh yeah, they're just yeah. And then she was like, she had her phone on me because I'm talking to my phone or to you. So now she knows, but I'm just talking to people. But like, it was just weird. She just did that. So that's kind of funny. Weird. And they just said like, yeah, they're. I don't. Never mind. I'll email you. I'll tell you in email.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you'll understand what I'm talking about.
I
You're
pulled up
like,
right
oh,
next to the water.
no, it's just kind of funny.
Woo! So now we can fish some more on this side. We'll see. But there's little
You
kids'
can't
shoes.
see.
Look,
You
there's
see
little
it.
kids'
Jimmy's all.
shoes.
He's like, wait, who's it? Why are they doing it? What's going on? No, there's nothing crazy. It's just
I don't think it's going to be good fishing. I think these people have been swimming.
you can fish
So
and catch fish. I showed you. I actually I have to show you. I have to show you guys maybe. But I don't fish those areas that much, and that's like there's reasons why. There's reasons. You don't want to like snag your stuff around there. Some of those places, but there'll be fish there, and you just don't. And it just depends on what state you're into, and it's different. In some states, it's like I went fishing, and I was like, oh, there's still water, there should be fish here, and I couldn't catch anything. And then on there, I'm like, someone caught something there. I was like, "See?" So I was like, I know it's there. And he was like, oh, and then I went fish my own state, and I was like, oh, and someone was like, why are you fishing? And I was like, I'm gonna go catch something here. And then I was like, they're like, no, you're not. And it happened to be like an area where people went, and then they're like, you caught a big ass fish. And that was it. And they were like, okay, so you can. I said, yeah, it's just like once the activity started, it's a little different type of fishing if you do. And then you don't want to leave your hook hooked in it. That's what I know. Don't leave your hooks hooked in it because it ruins everybody. So just chill out. So if there's dark ones, they watch you. They do that weird stuff. They be crawling, doing weird stuff. That's how they do. They're doing all. I'm just on live with you. Nothing bad. Just change.
I think I pulled up like too close to these people. But this is where the other people were at, and they just left. And then there's these people right behind me.
Dude,
So I don't know if I should like drive down, but I mean like those little kid shoes are right there. And then I guess they're doing little kid fishing.
I don't know. They would
There's
just
other
say,
people took my spot because I walked away. I should have just pulled my car there when I first pulled up. Well, I went through here, but I didn't go down further, like into where I'm at right now. But they say you can drive across all of this bank, but I see this car and I'm thinking, okay, that's probably as far as
Yeah.
I can go because it's that car. My car's not a 4x4 or
Yep.
an all-wheel drive. So,
Doesn't matter.
but they're swimming over here too. It's like you're not going to catch any fish, I don't think, if they're swimming. That's just the way I feel.
You can. Good
Like
fish
they're
be
all
biting
swimming
you
over
because people's
there.
wait till it gets warmer.
I'm thinking I
Them
need
panfish,
to go to that other place.
them panfish. Yeah,
Well, there's dead fish all along here. Like I see the dead fish, but they're going
I
out.
don't see it.
It's like you have to go out into
Just
the
gotta
water
let
to
them
cast it.
talk.
Well, old flip, flip. See, she's walking. All of them are going out into the water to cast.
This,
Every single one of them are.
you know, people always listen. And so yeah, hate to say this random, but there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, hey, I'm going at a random but people will be hoping to hear that as they talk about certain things, and they hope for this. So as I'm just doing whatever I do, and they should know them. So they were like, they have their own thing, and they've been taught to do this, to talk, and they see. So that's their own. So and I'm going random, so that always it sounds like it's, but this is what I'm dealing with when I'm walking around with people. So people will do stuff like that, and I just like I had to say it. Sorry, that's why I'm interrupting you. Sorry. But I'm just like making it clear that they are very much certain people you just be messing with people, playing around, and just so as I'm talking to you, it's on your own too. But yeah, they just be doing weird stuff, and there's no reason to. They think it's funny.
Oh, so while you're
They
talking to me,
do
you're
it for
getting messages from other people?
no. This is people around. They're just doing it
Oh, the people
purposely.
around you.
Yeah, you can't see it because I'm not throwing off. Like so somebody's screaming at someone's saying something across the street, basically, not where I'm at, different stuff. And then they're just like, oh. It's just, yeah, it's just, it's just some people. Funny. One person was sitting in their car for hella long. There's no reason to watching, but they just want to and say some random crazy stuff. And you're just like, hey, man, I'm just chilling. Hey, person, just, come on. You want to watch still. You still want them to watch it, but you just, oh, God. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna have to go.
Okay.
They're acting up. They're acting up. I'll tell you. Well, I'll give you a little interesting story so you can. But I gotta go.
Okay.
I enjoyed the
Bye.
live though with you, Jimmy. Thanks for coming. Some people, other people in the chat. Hey, but I'm gonna go.
Thank
Gotta
you.
go. I gotta go. Yeah, there's something good.
Bye, Ryan. Thanks for joining me. Let's get back to fishing, I guess. You can help me figure this out. Okay. I got the worm one. See, she went really far out there. Let's see. I don't understand what happy y'all talk about, so but thank you, Ron, for helping me. I appreciate you.
helping me test this stuff out. Hey, Jimmy, you said to put a weight on it, right? Mm-hmm. It is a nice day to be at the lake. I think maybe one of these, Jimmy. I don't think these worms are gonna do it. I think they're dead now. Poor worm.
gonna have to go. So 4 to 5 of them, you think it would get out there? It'd probably help for sure. Out in the water though. Do you see that? Like they're out in the water fishing. So I know I need to get it out further. Thing is that they're in the water. And everybody's swimming. I don't think this is the spot. Like I don't need everybody crazy. I'm gonna go to the other pier spot that they have. But this one's closing. I had to pull the worms off. Where are the fish at, Jimmy? Where are the fish at, Jimmy? I just want to catch more fish. I think that's probably why I caught so many fish the weekend before. I'm gonna catch fish. Go to another spot. I'm gonna fish until I catch a fish. I don't have anything to do. I gotta get food though, because I only have snacks. So I might be fishing later. I gotta find a place here in just a minute. Oh yeah, I understand to get deeper to get it thrown out there. But like I had a heavier weight, like I have a heavier weight I could put on there. But I am gonna go to another spot. It's like right up the road. Whoa! We want to be careful. It's just really choppy and there's like way too many people here. Now I could see coming in here during the week and probably catching like a lot of things. Like being able to come here during the week when no one's here. Oh my goodness. Cars just driving through here like it's nothing. Okay. Oh, I should have stuck this in the back of my car. Okay. It's got too much sand on it. I gotta stick it in the back. Okay. I'm gonna get this stuff taken care of. And I'm gonna get me something to eat and go find another fishing spot right around this area because there's another one. Dogs. Yeah, I'm gonna get food. I'm gonna get food and then I'm gonna come back out here and do that. And well, not here, but I'm gonna go to the other place. I think I have to pay at the other place, but that's okay. And then there's a 24-hour place around here. So I'll be back in a little while. Are you still going fishing? Can you hear me? Okay. All right. Well, I will be back. I'm going to get food and then I'm going to find another spot because I'm probably going to stay out until after it gets dark and then head back. So I'll be back. If you're not doing anything, thanks for joining. Probably tomorrow morning. That sounds good. Okay. Maybe I have a catfish stick that I'll try to dig out and use that shad and set up my poles or set up one pole for a little while and see how that goes. But I'm not set up for night fishing, so I won't be able to do that. But yeah. Okay. Thank you all who joined. Thank you, Run. I appreciate you. But until in a little, thank you, family, friends, and YouTube. I'll see you next time. Bye.